Prior to 1933, Crane's adventurous side did not show up on Sundays, where Washtubs remained a gag strip unconnected with the continuities in the daily strip. But starting in 1933, the Sunday strip changed to Captain Easy, Soldier of Fortune. Here Crane would tell stories of Captain Easy's solo adventures, though Washtubs did begin to also appear in these stories after a couple of years had gone by. Now keep in mind that until the 1940s, many Sunday strips were given an entire page to themselves, allowing their creators a lot of freedom for telling complex stories and providing detailed art. Crane took full advantage of this, employing unusual panel designs, sizes, and shapes, as well as vibrant colors to tell often epic adventure stories. All of Crane's storytelling and visual strengths were still there, with the extra room for visual details and the access to full color adding to the overall appeal of the story. To quote comics historian R.C. Harvey, Crane's Sunday pictures were carefully, lovingly drawn, every panel composed to tell the story while sustaining the illusion of time and place. And the pages themselves are artful designs, irregular, albeit nonetheless pleasing patterns of panels rather than uniform grids. But these layouts were not simple designs. They were devised to give visual impact to the story. When Crane drew Easy at the brink of a cliff, he gave depth to the scene by depicting it in a vertical panel that is 2 or 3 tiers tall. When Easy led a cavalry charge or paddles a canoe down a lazy river, the panels are as wide as the page, giving panoramic sweep to the scene depicted. Unquote. So throughout the 1930s, Crane was really at the top of his game as a visual storytelling. But in 1939, the world changed when the Second World War began. And this led to a shift in tone in Crane's work. With most of the world locked in a real-life war, Washtubs and Easy could no longer amble around to make-believe countries named Whoopsie-Daisy or Belchia having freewheeling adventures. Instead, they began to face off against real-life villains such as the Nazis. And although Crane's storytelling skills were still of the highest quality, a sense of freedom and fun seemed to have disappeared from the strip. Wash and Easy were no longer able to get into fights just for the heck of it. Now they had real bad guys to battle, and it was a situation that didn't quite seem to fit the characters. But Crane would soon be leaving the strip behind anyways. Unhappy with the pay he was getting from the NEA, he let his contract with them run out. He turned Washtubs over to Leslie Turner as long-term assistant. And then he signed with another syndicate, King Features, which offered him more money, an ownership stake in any strip he created for them, and access to more big city newspapers than the NEA was able to promise him. This new strip premiered on November 1st, 1943, and we'll be taking a closer look at it in the next chapter.